Hey everyone, welcome to Atlas Gaming. Please like and subscribe. I release content every day for mostly affordable games. We're playing Xenonauts here. This game was released in 2014, but I'm making this video because this game is awesome. And when it goes on sale, it goes down to $6.25 from a normal price tag of $25, which remains after 6 years. I think it's an awesome game. If you've played XCOM but you don't know about this one, I like this game more than XCOM personally. I think it's better. So let's get into this here. We're just going to start a new game. We're on normal. Explanatory dialogues are fine. Begin the game. If you want to read this, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'm going to skip past it. This video is mostly going to be about kind of like just to give an idea of gameplay. It's not going to be a tutorial or go over everything, but I chose this base location because the Soviet Union here, if you look in the top right, it has the highest funding level. You can mouse over all of the land masses that are kind of grouped together, and you can see comparatively how much they offer as far as funding goes. North America is the second closest. And it's funny. I mean, North America extends all the way down here, right? So it's just funny to me how they group all these together. But it is 1979, so maybe maybe the land masses were categorized or named differently back then. Anyway, let's take a look at this here. So if you haven't played XCOM, then these are new to you. But if you have played XCOM, these are probably pretty familiar. So we have our base. We have hangars here, other buildings, radar, barracks, workshop, laboratory, stuff like that. You can see there's kind of a cost list here. Excuse me. And there's a bunch of different stats. Then if we go here, then you can see there's the research. Again, this is really common or familiar, I guess, if you've seen or played XCOM. Then we have a workshop where we can build equipment and vehicles and things. We have our barracks where we have a troop list. That's a storeroom. Anyway, that's enough of this for now. Let's go over here. This is our world map. And WASD will scroll around the map. The combat map and the world map, or you can just zoom out all the way and see everything at once. So we're going to speed time up here. So you can see over here, time is passing normally, but then we can make it pass a lot faster. And faster still. So here's a UFO detected. We will intercept it, and you can see all the details of the UFO. Here, let's do this. Let's center on the UFO. Then I'll click on it, and then intercept. That way you can see where it is. I'm going to send one interceptor after it. And believe it or not, they are moving. It's just really slow. So again, just to give an idea of the time perspective, let's speed it up to 2 arrows, which makes it playable. And then we'll speed it up to 3, which makes it happen. And so basically, that UFO landed right here to conduct, I don't know, extraterrestrial terrorist activities, whatever they do. If you've seen Fire in the Sky, it's a super old movie. You probably can imagine what they're doing. So this Condor 1, that's our interceptor that we sent out. It's low on fuel, returning to base. Okay. And so there's that UFO. It's doing its UFO stuff. You can read this if you want. Pause it, please, here if you want to read it. I have read it before. And pause again if you want. And I'm going to skip past that. Okay, and so we have, in case you didn't notice on the research screen when I first went there, there was the alien invasion that we were researching. That research completed, which led to these 2 research opportunities. So we're going to go to the research screen. I'm going to do the scout car first, commence project, and then we'll need that high-speed interceptor too, so I'll commence that project also. So they go from here. And then when you click on them to commence the project, they go down here. And then you can assign a certain amount of scientists to them, depending on how many you have. And you can increase that number and stuff through base building. So we're going to press escape, move out of that screen. And we're going to speed up time to the maximum. So you can see all these little things pop up. Let's see here. On the map. We're just waiting. There we go. We detected a UFO. This is our radar. This blue circle That's our radar radius, and that's the circle in which we have the ability to detect UFOs. And so same thing here. We're going to intercept it, send Condor 1, launch. We'll intercept that one. That's a different UFO. Or is it? I don't think so, because that's UFO 3 right there, and that's the one we just detected again. We will send, I guess, Condor 2 to that one. Okay, so I was mistaken. The first one that we sent Condor 1 to, that was this one. But then this one came on the screen at the same time. So anyway, we're going to fast forward here. We'll shoot them down, hopefully, but intercept them that way. So UFO 2 is intercepted. We can do auto-resolve, which is just auto-combat, which I'm going to do here because it's guaranteed victory. We could also engage manually, just do manual combat, and then you can select. Let's just do it. Let's look at that. So there's this tool tip. If you want to read it, please pause now. And so we will press space to unpause, and we're following this UFO. And we can pause it again by pressing space. And we have these weapons at our disposal. And they do have ammo, or limited use, which is represented through ammo. But we're going to wait till we get in range. You can see our green cone. Oh, so he's engaging automatically. And then we're being shot up. And we're not. We just lost Condor 1. No! Anyway, so that's why I don't do manual combat, because we just lost an interceptor, which actually is a pretty big setback. So here's this one. This other combat, auto-resolve, 100%, done. Look at that. Health 100%. I don't know what I did differently that they do in auto-resolve, but it doesn't matter. So return to base. Go ahead. We'll send that interceptor back. And then we're going to click on, this is the crash site. You can see right here, crash site 01 from UFO 03. So we're going to click on this and intercept, which means we send our transport out there with troops. And, oh, jeez. UFOs can intercept your transport and shoot it down, which would be game over pretty much. This early in the game, that'd be game over. So yeah, we're going to begin this mission here. Engaged. So this will be a transition into ground. Oh yeah, ground combat loading. So read this if you want. Again, this isn't about tutorial and all that. This is just kind of to give a general idea. Same thing. Pause it, please, if you want to read this. This just gives... Oh, night mission. Awesome. That's even tougher. This video is just to give an idea of gameplay, if you haven't played this before or seen it or played XCOM, because that's the closest thing that I could liken this to. So here is Corporal Itsuko, Japanese. They all have different nationalities. You can see. And so she's here. She has a shotgun and what is this? Just a grenade, I guess? I don't know, but it's infinite ammo. And then we have 2 magazines of shotgun shells. I'm guessing 8 rounds per magazine. Again, it's been a while since I've played this. And so, again, this is just a game that I've played a lot. And I'm making a Steam playlist full of games that I've personally played a lot that I can recommend. And I'm doing so. So I'm picking about, I don't know, 16 games right now that I have on my list out of like... It's a lot. It's a lot of games. It's over 100 in my library on Steam. Not trying to flex there or anything. It's a lot of games, and I just want you to know that I'm not like just trying to spam content. These are things that I highly recommend from personal experience. And so you can see here we move out. So we'll have 14. Let's see, 14 remaining after we move there. So we're gonna move there, and you can see her action points are in green. And let's see here. We're going to come there and turn this way. And crouch if we can. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's that. So I kind of want to get an idea of what we're dealing with here, where we can be snuck up on from. And crouch. And then you will come here. Oh, it's -2, huh? Okay. So just an assault rifle here. I guess an M16A2. Crouch. And heavy machine gunner. I kind of like the idea of that, him being down here. And get a better field of fire there, hopefully, for support and all that stuff that an automatic weapon does. And we'll bring him, whoops, over here. And yeah, what the heck, we're just going to be aggressive with it. We'll come all the way out here. I'm trying to mouse over things to see if it'll... So soldier information panel. Yeah, so they're called time units, not action points, but same difference. It breaks it down a lot more than, I guess, in the action point system. And so you can come over here, you can set a reserve. So let's see what that looks like. So if we come here, 36 remaining. Okay, so we'll come here, and then we have a reserve. And so you can, hang on, where's the mouse over tooltip? Where are you? Okay. And so we have this individual has 64 time units total. You can see right here, Adrian Noel. And so what we can do, a pretty cool thing to eliminate user error, or kind of like say if I wanted to like make it was a hard mission. I knew it was going to be a hard mission. I wanted to reserve enough time units for every troop to have enough to shoot, enough time units to shoot or to do whatever. Then I can set this however I want. So there's normal. Okay, let's take a look at this tooltip again, if it'll show us. So this is used to force a soldier to reserve time units for fire. The slider allows time units to be saved for a specific fire mode, with the numbers on the left showing the time unit cost of each fire mode. Note that this slider does not control fire mode. Use right mouse button for increasing accuracy of shots during your turn, and reaction fire always uses only snapshots or burst fire. And so basically when we're disembarking from this landing craft, and then we're trying to move around and stuff, instead of having to like do the math and figure out how many time units we need to reserve in order to perform the combat action that we want to once we get to where we're going, then we can just set this slider to do what we want. And so again, we do want that. So at the bottom I'm reading the note. So let's see here. Reaction fire always uses only snapshots or burst fire. And so we're going to put it up here to snapshot. There we go. So now it'll reserve that. And you can see right here, the yellow is the reservation of time units. And so we have these remaining that we can use to move. And so that'll give him reactionary fire. So that way, if anyone enters his line of sight within range of his weapon, then he will automatically fire, which is like Overwatch. So we're going to end turn here. Hidden movement, secrets. And so we're going to come up here with the same guy. And shoot, yeah, we're going to come here because we haven't seen this. One thing in this game that's kind of tricky is the peripheral vision. So there could be an enemy right here, but unless I turn that way, I won't know. And so you have to turn and like have situational awareness as a player instead of your units having it. But I think this is a pretty good look at the basics of the game, except for combat. We'll cover that in the next one. Again, this game is called Xenonauts, released in 2014, still $25 after 6 years. It goes on sale for $6.25, and I think it'll go on sale during the Steam Winter Sale, which is coming up really soon. If you like turn-based combat, you've played XCOM, and you kind of want to scratch that itch again, this is a really good alternative, and this game runs on a garage sale PC, no joke. It doesn't require very much. You can see based on the graphics. Great game to play. I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching Atlas Gaming. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I release content every day for mostly affordable games, sometimes those top dollar ones. See you in the next one.